We are in Mount Juliet, about to check out a new construction builder that brags that they can get your energy bill down to $100 a month because they build their home so energy efficiently. And what we're about to do is we're gonna go walk through one of their floor plans and we're gonna check out some of these features. And one of the cool things about this community is they've already finished all their amenities, the resort style pool, their disc golf course, their dog park, their gym, and the HOA is only $87 a month. But get this, in this market where 2 out of 3 builders are offering crazy incentives right now, they're not even offering like incentives that are anything compared to their competitors. And you might be thinking, why is that? Well, because they're in such demand. We're in Mount Juliet, and this is one of the most in-demand builders in a community that's about to add a new phase. And there's solar panels up there. It's a really interesting mid-range floor plan we're about to check out. Primary on the first floor. The second floor has a large loft. We're talking, 25 to 2,700 square feet, but you're gonna be really surprised what they can fit in this home. This floor plan has a lot of, it's got a morning room. I'll spoil a little bit of that. It's got a morning room in it. I love morning rooms. You're gonna see a flow and design to not only accentuate the energy efficiency of this home, you're also gonna see how a mid-range priced Mount Juliet builder can fit a luxury design and a practical product. Let's check it out. All right, let's check it out. I love this entryway. You have the ceilings that come down, partially creating a doorway. You kind of just see doorway within doorway, but also, to the left, a lot of the new construction we've looked at immediately has like a flex room space, like, French doors. This already has a bedroom, a full bath, and then like a flex space room that in this case is looked as like an office, or it looks like it could also be a nursery. So I love this. I like that it's carpeted. I would choose a different carpet choice, to be honest, but this already gives this really cozy feel. It's a small bedroom down here, and they're doing like a double door, semi walk-in closet. There's some space, wireframe, a lot of venting. But one of the cool things about this builder, we'll talk about this later, and they're one of my favorite builders, they are really, really energy efficient. I mean, we're talking like energy bills for a house like this being $100 a month is pretty crazy. And that's something they stand by. So we got really nice splash tiling, full bath in here. No drawers, but we got bottom cabinetry. You can see the tiling goes all the way up to the ceiling. This isn't even the nicest series they have. Like this is like the mid-range for this builder, but you can see that they have like some really nice touches. We got like a gas fireplace. No, wait, no, that's electric. This builder is pretty much phasing out gas. They're building to 2030 standards, which is phasing out gas fireplaces. Really nice rock mantelpiece. I like that. Cozy living room. Goes straight into a full kitchen, an enormous island. Quartz, gosh, style. It doesn't have a sink, which means more prep space. Personally, when I'm cooking, I like to use the island. There's something about cutting meat on a huge quartz block. Not directly on it, but having a cutting board here. There's a power to this. There's a power to this. I like it. They have gas stove though. That's interesting. Oh, in the morning room. A sunroom, morning room, yes. Oh my gosh. Now this is nice. I like how they decorated it. I like the light pieces. We don't have a covered patio outside. You kind of don't need one when you got a sunroom, but some people still prefer that. Really great so far. We got a walk-in pantry. We got Whirlpool for all the appliances. Not the biggest pantry, but as you can see, it can fit a trash can in there on the ground, and got a couple shelves. Now, a huge selling point for this builder is a lot of their floor plans have the primary on the first floor. Left is the primary, to the right we've got the laundry room, 2-car garage, side entry, nice. Got a closet in between, great for storage. Tray ceilings, interesting, unique design. Triple windows, energy efficient, especially when you have it divided like this. You can see the venting is done differently. That's nice. So there's like small touches, and the spacing of that really does help cool more efficiently. Another really great touch from this builder, which we'll get to at the end of this video, the pricing, the builder, the community. And this community has just finished their amenities. They've been around for a minute, but they're gonna expand a new phase relatively soon, so. Okay, we're in the primary bathroom. Got a interesting design. So we don't have a lot of space to the left and the right. Got double vanities with a lot of space. The length, way greater than the width. Got a walk-in closet. We're kind of working our way backwards. Tiling to LVP. Water closet to the right. We got actually some pretty decent size linen closet. So part of this is kind of used for these different closets. They have 2 large linen closets. So once again, a different style choice. You're using a lot of this space differently to fit it in. So much storage. Talk about the double vanity. We got a really large walk-in shower with a bench seat. Tiling. Got a step going out. The door swings both ways, heavy. It's gonna keep the water in. They did a great job sealing this. All right, so this is the primary downstairs. I like it. It's not super fancy. It's not especially big. I think with a larger size bed, you might be pushing it. You wouldn't really be able to have these 2 pieces here. But this house so far is very cozy, very efficient. I love that morning room. We'll talk more about that later. Straight shot staircase. We don't have like a curve in it. So it's using its space and sizing pretty well upstairs and downstairs. Very, very big loft rec room area. This is large. It's taking up like a very large percentage of this upstairs space. We come to a lot of attic space, I'm guessing, over here. We've got a full bath up here. It's done very differently than the one downstairs that we saw. Stylized tile, different style. It has built-in ledges for this. These are kind of nice. They're solid. It's not as flimsy as you would see some builders doing. I like that they have grip on that. You're not gonna slip as easily. Nice, sleek features. Pretty big linen closet, on par with the ones we saw downstairs. And then we got one pretty big bedroom up here. Walk-in closet. All right, let's get to some more of these features and the community and the HOA and the pricing and all that good stuff. Let's get to these details. All right, so this builder, Beezer Homes. This community is Windtree. Yes, we're in Mount Juliet. This floor plan is the Ansley. This is in their mid-tier price range. This floor plan starts $585, but the one we just saw, I would probably say it's like $629. And it can scale. So it can have a 3-car garage as opposed to a 2, different upgrades. The upstairs can be formatted differently. You can have different features, obviously. And this is just kind of that mid-range Mount Juliet, but getting to more luxury feel. So energy efficiency, the triple venting, they brag about being able to get the electric bill down to like $100 a month if it's used within certain metrics. And it's like, I believe them, because Beezer Homes is they've established their reputation on being the energy efficient home builder. A lot of their newer builds have solar options as well. And I think that's without solar. So it's pretty crazy. We saw some really unique elements in this floor plan. I really like the island. The island's very large, but more in particular, this morning room with how this floor plan layout is really nice. The morning room's behind me. We see the living room and kitchen layout behind me. Having this flow is pretty unique to this builder. They have this nice backsplash. They do rocks and stone and tiling really well. There's a lot of really nice features to this mid-priced Mount Juliet home. Mid-range, they definitely can get pricier with Beazer homes. The more features you want and the larger the home. Rear entry garage, under 600,000 is kind of rare, and they do that with the Ansley. We have a pretty small primary, but it makes up for it with a large loft, and we didn't get to the amenities. One of the biggest selling points, I think, to this community is the fact that they finished their amenities. And let's go through it real quick, shall we? Resort style pool, clubhouse, gym, fitness center, dog green, but then they call what they have the putting green. So the area around the pool and the playground setup, it's done a little bit differently. You'll have to check it out. The sports courts, they have pickleball. They also have a private pond and fishing pond. And then they have a 9-hole disc golf, frisbee golf course, and then a whole other separate playground park area. And what do you think this would cost? This is like $87 a month for this HOA, which is pretty impressive. We'll see if it stays that way, but for now, according to the data that I looked up, that's what they were charging. And they finished all of the amenities, so it's one of those communities where it's like you're not gonna have to wait years for things to get done. So this started in 2023, I believe, and they're gonna have a new phase soon, but they still have some quick move-in options in the area. So we talked about that. I think the incentives they're running is actually, one of the interesting things about Beazer Homes is they don't really have to offer too many incentives compared to some other builders because they make a really great home and it's in demand. So I think right now they are offering some incentives. I think it was maybe the friends and family discount, and it was like $15,000 towards closing costs. That is like nothing compared to what you can get right now. But you going to the different builder may not have the same quality design. I mean, the venting done differently, the efficiency with the insulation, how they do the door frames, all of it is very unique to what they have specialized in. So it's not the same. Unfortunately, you're not getting quite the deal you might get, because right now 2 out of 3 new construction builders are offering pretty ridiculous incentives because it's a buyer's market. And it's hard to be selling these homes right now comparatively to the past. So Beazer Homes, they're quality, and that's why they don't have to throw money at you to take these homes. So we looked at the Ansley floor plan today. We're gonna check out some more new construction in the greater Nashville area, so don't forget to hit that sub button. I'm Richard Royer. I'm your buyer's agent that specializes in new construction in the greater Nashville area. I grew up here, and this is my business. This is my real estate. I'll see you in my next video.